Hey everyone, and welcome to part 3 of my Q&A answers. I did not want to put them all together. Hell no, that would have been a 40-minute video. The Saint 7770. Hey, hope you are well. Although I haven't viewed all of your videos just yet, I once heard you say that you don't or wouldn't eat pork. May I ask if it is because you are Jewish or just a preference? No. Cheers. No, I am not Jewish. Preference, yes. First of all, I don't like pork. I think it's gross. I've never liked pork. I think the taste of it is way too, I don't like it. Too farmy. That's the only term I can think of. I don't like it. And then once I found out how intelligent pigs are, I was like, okay, the only pork I eat is bacon. Why would I keep eating bacon when I don't eat any other pork? So, just kind of a personal thing of would you eat a dog? No. So why would you eat a pork? And yes, pork is the #1 consumed meat in the entire world. So I wish vegans realize that it's not chickens that are ruining the world or cows. It's pigs. Excuse me. Do you know something about Indonesian food? Do I know something about Indonesian food? No, I don't know anything about Indonesian food. Boston girl, what inspired you to start making mukbangs if you haven't already explained it before? I have not. Multiple things. I'm a creep, Trisha Paytas. I really enjoyed her mukbangs, and when she stopped making them, I was kind of bummed, and so I started to look for other mukbangs. And at the time, there was no American mukbangs. There was a couple of people who posted very infrequently. So that was it. I was like, well, nobody else does it. Why don't I just do it? And I also watched a thing on Vice about mukbangs, and it kind of made me want to do it myself because I saw the community that mukbangs created, and I can say 100% yes, it has created a community. I feel like a lot of you guys are my actual real friends. I actually do text message with some of you and email, and I hope to someday meet some of you in person. That would be awesome. I'm thinking in August when HempFest goes down to do a meetup. I know some of you here on this channel aren't down for the marijuanas, but I'm going, so if you guys are planning on being in the Seattle area in August, let's go together. Alright, 3 minutes in. Haven't even answered that many questions. Patricia Barayas, what is my most recent embarrassing moment? Recent embarrassing moment. Hold on one second. I need to blow my nose, and I have phlegm I need to get rid of. Hold up. Okay, I'm back, and I feel a little less I got things coming out of all my areas. Patricia Barrias, embarrassing moments. I asked my boyfriend while I was blowing my nose. He said, I don't really get embarrassed that easily, and I agree. I'm a very self-deprecating person. I like to embarrass myself. But I would say an embarrassing moment was I had my zipper down all day. See, I don't get embarrassed that often. I had to go return something at Sephora, and that was kind of embarrassing. I felt really bad because it had been 3 months since I bought it. I hadn't used it, but still I felt embarrassed of being oh, I'm sorry, I have to do this. Shane Maston, why are you against chain restaurants? Sweetheart, if you're asking that type of question, girl, you've got way more problems than I can just answer. Why don't I like chain restaurants? They are what causes cancer and obesity in America. That's why. I mean, straight up 100%. There is no way and no how you could eat that kind of food and be a healthy individual inside of your body. I might eat a lot of shit sometimes, as in food and pastries and shit like that, but I know where it's coming from. That kind of shit from McDonald's and Taco Bell. I watched a video yesterday of somebody talking about how Taco Bell gave them explosive fucking food sickness, food poisoning out of both ends. No thank you. I don't think I need to really answer that question though, if you're asking it. Like, how would you want me to answer that? They're disgusting, that's why. Misty Turlington, are you agnostic? That's a tough one because I'm very spiritual. I'm very into like the idea of like a spiritual grid going across the earth, and that we are all interconnected spiritually, and I feel like we've lost our being in tune with that. So do I believe in a creator? No. Do I believe in God? No. Do I believe in like a pulsating energy throughout the entire universe? Yes. Do I believe that when we die, we just die? No. I think that our energy goes on, and whether that means our energy goes into the plants and into the air and into life that continues going on. Sorry, that was my dog making a gross noise. Then that's fine, but I don't think that we just die and like cease to exist, and our energy that's running through our body like just bleh. That's not scientifically. Energy doesn't just stop. Once you have momentum, it keeps going, and whether that is slowly or fast, that's yeah. So am I agnostic? Like I said, that's a hard question to answer because yes and no. The Drunken Bear, if you ever decided to move overseas, where would you go, Nick? If I decided to move overseas, oh man, I would love to move to New Zealand because that's a great popping off point to go to Australia and like all the islands. I would love to go to like all the Pacific Islands. There's so many of them. And same with, there aren't so many Atlantic Oceans, but there's Atlantic Islands, but there are some islands in the Atlantic I'd love to go to. Or somebody asked earlier, I just would love to travel everywhere. I think that would be awesome. Will Meek, do you ever consider doing daily vlogs? No. It's too hard. I mean, I'd have to stop doing mukbangs. I could not do as many videos as I do now, plus daily vlogs. It wouldn't happen. That's why that daily vlog got posted the next day at like 9 o'clock at night, is because I filmed all the way up until 1 o'clock in the morning. I went to bed. I woke up at like noon. I went and walked the dogs. I came home. I answered comments. It's like my days are always the same. It's very boring, but it's a lot of fun for me. Like, I love my life. So no. Freddie V, is your star sign Gemini? No, I am a Taurus. Stephanie Akers, if you could hang out with anyone in the entire world for a whole day, famous or non-famous, dead or alive, who would it be? Oh, that's a real tough one. That is a real tough one. Because there are so many people in this world. I'd love to hang out with like Willie Nelson or something like that. Somebody who's a stoner, that would be great. I'd love to spend the day with David Bowie. It still makes me really emotional to think about the fact that he is dead. That really makes me sad. Sarah A, here's another one of your questions. I have a couple of questions. I'm nosy, I know. How would you describe your childhood? I might need to make a whole nother video dedicated to my childhood because chaotic. And I'm sure my mom would be offended by that, but come on, Mom. You had 4 kids and you were like younger than me. How was that not chaotic? Come on now, lady. I love hearing about people's childhood and how it relates to who they are, and as an adult, I have tried to become the opposite of how my mom is and how my childhood was. What did you study in college? I went to Boise State University. I also went to Boise Bible College. Boise Bible College was just studying the Bible. BSU, I wanted to do like biology, marine biology, something like that. Never finished it because that involves a lot of math, and I fucking hate math. And if you could move to any country in the world, where would you go? I already said New Zealand. Jessica, does your boyfriend eat everything you cook? Or does he cook his own food? Girl, you really think he would fucking cook his own food? Really? Really? Like, I keep looking at him because I'm like, no, he would not fucking cook his own food. Like, what? I make dinner and I make him make his own food. Come on. No, he eats everything I eat. It's literally, here's the thing. I thought I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Before I started making mukbangs, I would make dinner and I would come over here and I would sit down and I would watch YouTube videos and he would go over there and eat dinner. Sometimes we would eat together for sure, but sometimes not. Sometimes he would go over there. So it is no different. My life is no different now than it was a couple of months ago, except for now I make a lot more YouTube videos and it's already 8 o'clock and I have a lot more YouTube videos to make still. He does eat meat. He eats chicken. If he wants a burger, like when I made burgers that time, he made his burger on the griddler, I made my burger on the stove, and that was just it. Like, that's not a lot different, but otherwise, if I'm eating vegetarian, he usually eats with me, or, you know, he eats the same food. Sabrina Muzaffari, do you have boyfriend, and how did you meet, and where was your first kiss? Yes, I have a boyfriend. I said how we met at a job that I used to work at. Where was your first kiss? I know exactly where our first kiss was, and I still go run by it sometimes, and I still go, oh, that was where our first kiss was. It was in a park, and it was at night, and it was under a tree. And I think, okay, we're almost done, because I was like, I'm going to have to do another one. No, we're almost done. Stephanie Akers, also, have you ever been to Indiana? Indiana, well, that's where I live. No, I have not. I have not been hardly anywhere on the East Coast. I've been to Philadelphia and Massachusetts. I went to Martha's Vineyard. So I've been to like Boston and Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts. And I've been to the Philadelphia airport. I've been to the Denver airport. That's it. That's the only places back east that I've gone. Oh, I went to Florida. I've been to Florida. I went to Disney World. Hello. That's it. I would love to go to Indiana. There's lots of places that I would love to go back east. Sarah A. Oh, and tell us a worst date story. Oh, that's hard, because a lot of my worst dates were with boyfriends. So it's like, I never had like a guy that that's not true. There were several guys when I was in like high school that I would just go on a date with, or several dates with. None of them were terrible. Worst date story. Oh, this wasn't really a date story though. I was just with the guy when his fucking wife called him. How about that? And if you guys want to hear me talk about the guy I dated who was married, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to talk about his stupid ass. Ava Miller, which candidate do you plan to vote for in this presidential race and why? Do you think that's a good question for a Q&A about me? Like, probably Bernie Sanders, because he's the least retarded out of all of them. What got you into making YouTube videos? I talked about that a little bit earlier. Trisha Paytas, the Vice thing. I always wanted to make YouTube videos anyways about vaping stuff, but I never had the confidence to do it. And I started seeing I saw a psychologist once, or a psychologist, and she put me on a probiotic and also a fish pill, and ever since then I got like this burst of energy and confidence that I wanted to like actually do something instead of nothing. So that's kind of why I got into making videos. Another Stephanie Akers, what is your favorite movie? Oh my goodness, I have so many. I love movies. I have not watched any movies lately. I'm terrible. And my good friend Purple Lover 7 in the comments says that she's like a movie buff, and I feel bad because I used to love watching movies. I think part of it is my boyfriend hates comedies, and so like those are my favorite type of movies. My favorite movie would have to be like, I always say Best in Show, because I could literally watch that movie 1,000 times, which I probably have, and never get sick of it. It is the funniest shit I've ever seen. Go down to Louisiana. I can't do that song. What he's singing. The guy with the basset hound, or the bloodhound. It's a bloodhound. Oh, too funny. I could just like, all the quotes from the movie came into my head. Best in Show. I love that movie. I don't know, that's weird. Like such an old obscure movie. Like I love, and I just said this to my boyfriend last night, I love the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I used to love that movie when I was a kid. I like more of those classic movies. Krilonair, freaking loved the video. Keep it coming. That's not really a question, hombre. Thank you so much. Valdi, physical, philosophical. I don't know why that was so difficult. See, I say I'm dyslexic, and that right there proved what I'm talking about. Is that, like, I won't read the whole thing, or, like, I'll read it, a portion of it. Physio. Is that really philosophical? Why is that so hard for me? Philosophical. Do you used to buy? Oh no. Valdi fizzle. I still can't say it. Philosophical. Valdi philosophical ASMR. Okay, I said it. I'm done. Do you used to buy eco food? What the fuck is eco food, my friend? I do not know what that means. Does that mean like environmentally foods? Eco food. What does that mean? What does that mean? Yes? Yes? Do you mean organic foods? Yes, I usually only buy organic foods. Because I know for some people, like organic, they don't use the term organic. Yes, I try to buy everything organic. Even at Whole Foods, though, they have like some of the non-organic stuff that's from like Mexico. And sometimes I will admit I do get that stuff because it is cheaper. But otherwise, yes, I try to buy all my food environmentally friendly, eco-friendly, eco foods and veggies, yes. I am like talked out, and I still have one more video to make tonight. So I'm going to finish that video. I'm going to upload all of these videos. I'm sorry that they're going to be up so late. I was really hoping that this would be up like more around when I'm filming this. So I apologize that it's going to be up so late, but I'm glad it's done. I'm glad I answered it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash that thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I make new videos every single day, and I will see you guys in just a little bit. Bye!